All right, what's up, guys? It's Shane. So, I hope that you guys are doing well, staying home and enjoying the time that you have to yourself to explore and learn all kinds of new things instead of watching Netflix. Hey, I know it's hard. Listen, I spent a year and a half locking myself down in my room and spending the first time in my life trying to embrace introvertedness. And it was the best thing I've ever done in my life. It completely changed me. I'm a completely different person now than I was 3 years ago. And I just want to start sharing some of the stuff that I learned in that time and what I'm continued to learn since. I'm not usually in front of the camera. I'm usually the guy behind the camera. But I've had a lot of friends that have said that they would love to hear some of these things I've been learning. And so I'm going to give it a shot. Just going to give it a shot, guys. So, it's going to be awkward at first probably, but we're going to get through it. And, over the next few years, if this continues, I'll get lots of feedback from you guys. So some of the stuff that you can expect to be hearing from me is about science and technology. I think that if you don't like science and technology, I would challenge you to reconsider because right now is one of the most exciting times in history. We're learning so much right now that it is almost impossible. Really, it is impossible to really describe how fast things are moving, how impactful these new technologies are. But I'm gonna just give it an attempt real quick here. So the main thing to consider is that technology has been increasing exponentially. So if you've heard of Moore's law, it means it's a guy named Moore that used to work for Microsoft. He discovered that technology was doubling on average every year to 2 years. And in particular, I think he observed the amount of circuits on a microchip that would, on average, double every 1 to 2 years. That's one of the most important things to realize, and I'm gonna try to explain that more in detail later about how fast technology is moving. Some of the guys that I'm listening to about that, Peter Diamandis, he wrote a book called Abundance that I would highly recommend. And also 4 Hour Work Week and a bunch of different stuff. I mean, Tim Ferriss, his podcast, huge resource for practically how to use a bunch of these new tools and technologies that are coming at us. But one of the most amazing things about technology increasing is that more and more people worldwide are getting connected on the internet and sharing their knowledge. And that is an incredible opportunity for us to right now that we're learning more than we ever have before. And we have more minds in the world connected that are contributing to all these new discoveries. And so that is creating an entirely new level of speed increase in how fast things are changing. So with that said, it's showing us all this knowledge that's coming together, people comparing what they know, testing it out, peer-reviewed research. I mean, this stuff is really amazing. And what we're learning is that basically in the last 5 to 10 years, I would say even just the last 5 years, stuff has changed so much that we have to reconsider that a ton of science before 5, 10 years ago for sure is just obsolete. It really doesn't make any sense anymore, knowing what we know now. And I would say the biggest thing is microbiology that has changed that. Neuroscience is another big one. And those are going to be the two I spend the most time with, microbiology and food. What does microbiology have to do with food? I'm going to tell you guys. It has everything to do with food. In fact, if you're not eating microbiology, it's not real food, actually. So yeah, I'm probably going to get a lot of people unfollowing me the more I talk about some of this stuff. But, for those of you that are interested, I really hope that this is going to be useful. I hope that it's going to be something that can help you become limitless in your possibilities of what's available right now in the world. It's the most opportunistic time to be alive. with all these technologies hitting us. It's just new tools that are at our disposal. So that's all I got for right now. I'm going to be going into detail with each of those things that I've mentioned, along with a whole bunch of other specific technologies that are coming out that are just changing everything. And I'm super excited. I hope you guys are too. Kind of probably is hard to maybe right now for some of you. But that's why one of the reasons I'm doing this is because I just want to offer some encouragement, some insight, some higher perspective, some broader perspective on some of the things that are going on, and how we have all the tools and all the power right in front of us to make our world better, to make our communities and our families better, and ourselves and our health and our mindset. So yeah, stay encouraged, you guys. I'm gonna be doing this more, I hope, and yeah, talk to you soon.